Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Gina again, and I'm here with another one of my sessions. It's not going to be 5 minutes, but it's Facetastic Friday by Kicking the Creatives. They are on Instagram. I will link their link in the description below so you can see what this particular challenge is about. This is the face that they gave, and honestly, I was very tired and I didn't want to draw again. So I decided to just use the face as it is. My printer is black and white. They sent this in color. Did they? I can't even remember right now. I think they did. But my printer is black and white. I changed it to the lightest setting so it won't use much ink and so that I could see more of him. And this is how he came out. Something is wrong with my printer, so there's always a line in the middle of my pages when I print. Sometimes I miss words. So that's why there's a line across his face. But that's okay. I'm going to use it as it is. And because his face has that expression, I decided to just continue with the flow of that. And I decided to use black on my page. Now, I didn't want just black because I felt that was just too boring. So I decided to add some blue in it to give it some depth, some character, something to make it more alive. And I am going to stick it now down on the page. I'm using regular school glue and I've added some water. And I'm just gonna, I don't know why this is giving me so much trouble to squeeze out, but I had to really squeeze, really squeeze. And my brush has water on it, so I'm just spreading it all over the picture, the back of the picture, to stick it down. I'm not doing a transfer, I'm using the actual picture and sticking that down on the page. Now I'm trying to make the edges of the picture disappear. Now my paper is thick, it's not one of those thinner papers, it's just regular copy paper. So it's actually kind of very noticeable. So I'm just trying here to feed it into the background. And I found that his face was obviously too light for the page. So I decided to use a watercolor pencil to just try and highlight and bring out some of his features and, of his clothes as well, because part of his clothes is in it. Now I'm not looking at his picture anywhere else. I'm just looking at him on my desk, and I'm trying my best to pick up those areas and just try to highlight them without spoiling him. I kept thinking, okay, I hope I don't spoil him. But yeah, I just, after a while, I just kept going brave, and I was like, you know what, Gina, this is going to be your piece. You're going to make it your own, and that's what this is about. You're not trying to make him exactly who he was. You're just going to make it your piece of art. So that's what's happening. So after I shaded in with the pencil, I'm coming in with water on the brush. It's just regular plain water. And I'm just activating the watercolor pencil to activate it. And this part actually kind of scared me, but I kept going and I said, we'll just keep we'll just keep going and see how it goes. And after a while, I really liked that he seemed harsher, you know. I really liked that. So I just kept going, and as usual, all my faces just change. I, you know, I don't want to say give up, but I kind of give up on trying to get them to look exactly how they look, if you know what I mean. I'm just using this now. This is what I'm telling myself. I'm just using it to practice shadows, to practice proportions, to practice, you know, different shapes, different expressions, which is very hard for me. So I put the picture up in the corner there for y'all to see, so y'all could see what he's supposed to look like, or what he looked like before, as he transforms on the paper, as he changes. You know, y'all could see, okay, this is what he looked like before. So I just kept going back and forth, adding water, going back in with my pencil in different areas. Here I found that the edges were still very visible, so I kept going back and forth between my edges and the face, and just kept making adjustments. So I found the whites of his eyes were very not visible, so I decided to just brighten them up a little bit with the pen, the white pen. It's a uniball pen, and I I liked that. And then I was trying initially not to go into his face too much, but then I was like, nah, Gina, add to it. You know, it's giving him more character. So I did that, and I am pleased. So instead of trying to somehow get rid of this line, I decided to just use it, and I just added onto it using the pen, and then I just added more on the page just to see how it would look, and if, you know, if I wanted to leave it like that, and if it was enough. But then I found that his head looked too weird. It looked too cut off. So I'm adding masking tape, and I'm trying to bunch it up and make it bumpy, and, you know, I don't want it smooth at the top of his head. I'm not sure what I was trying to do at the time, but I just wanted to not have that, you know, that cut off like that. So I just kept adding more and more. I wasn't sure what was going to happen, and I just kept adding. And then I decided to make it black, you know, continue with the theme. And I liked that. I added some blue here. I needed some black. I added some more black in, just to kind of tie into the rest of the page. And I liked how that looked, but it still felt unfinished, and it felt like stuff was still missing. So I dried it, and then I came back in with the white just to touch up the surfaces. And I made a mistake on the edge, and I liked how it looked, so I just I pulled out the paint all around, and I loved how that looked. I was like, oh my gosh, he has a crown of I don't know what. Maybe y'all could tell me. And yeah, I just went in again. You know, I just kept going back and forth, adding more and more shadow. And he looked so much older when I was done. Oh my gosh. I transformed him into an old man, an old angry man. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.